Welcome to Wedding Day Podcast with your hosts, Sonja Babich, CEO of Iron Diamond Media, a leading wedding resource featuring 7 localized wedding brands across the country.
Hi everybody, Sonja here with Wedding Day Podcast. We're at the Grand Hyatt in downtown Seattle. My co-host today is Alexis.
Hi everyone.
And we are here with Gian Events, Reneille, the owner, and she is a friend, a cheerleader, and such, she's just a motivator and a leader in this community. I'm so excited for y'all to meet her because she is a 10. So, hey girl.
Here we are.
Here we are. Well, one, I have to thank you for Best of.
It was so amazing.
So amazing. The energy was on fire. We were talking about that with Joshua. Yeah. We actually have shared with the whole entire team.
Yeah, everyone was like, it was just such a vibe.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was such a vibe. And you were just, of course, like, is Sonja happy?
You were my bride that day.
You were. Oh, you're so sweet by saying that. But
she loves that idea.
Just a little bit. But you were, but just like your team was so polished, and you just cared about all the details, and it was just
flawless.
It was flawless.
It was
but
perfect.
The energy was just. Yeah. This community is great, but you helped create that with the design, with all the pros that were involved. Yeah. Like that just doesn't come naturally, like you had to make it from the ground up.
Yeah. My favorite moment from that night was like being up on stage and being like, I have to take a picture of like everyone out there because everyone was so like ready for it.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
They're ready to party.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this?
We just celebrated our 8 year.
8 years, yes.
Yeah, 8 years. So 8 years
this
in the game.
Summer.
This summer.
Because last summer I came and I went to your anniversary
you went to our
party.
Every year we do like a big, not big, but you know, something to celebrate just with the industry. So yeah, we celebrated our 8 years a couple weeks ago.
And you're award winning as well.
Yes.
So that's But I love how you shared that, like you're just bringing leading edge ideas that are like more ahead of like LA and New York to the Seattle area, and I think that's really cool, and we see it.
Yeah,
we've seen it with our events, right? And just being inspiring to other wedding planners in the community, what you're bringing, and you're bringing value to them because you're challenging them to be better.
And the weddings you're producing are just so flawless. And
thank you.
Yeah, just that next step. Yeah.
But now you're getting married.
I am.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then weddings in January, right?
Weddings in January.
And you have not shared anything about your wedding day.
I haven't. We posted that we were engaged, Brian and I, my fiance, but we haven't like said anything to anyone yet. So
we did a little story on your engagement.
We announced we got engaged.
Yeah.
we did a save the date that we're getting married in Seattle, but other than that, no, like this is my first time really talking about it.
So what, can you spill a couple things?
Yes, super excited.
Yeah, where are you getting married?
We are getting married at the Four Seasons here in Seattle.
Oh my gosh.
So it's was actually one of our first dates was eating over there, and so it's very just sentimental to us. But we shopped around, of course, just like any other couple. But yeah, we landed there. Right by the Ferris wheel, all the things, Seattle. So Brian and I are from Seattle, so it was really important for us to get married like here in the city. So,
okay, what else?
The design. Okay, yeah. I didn't want to chase the sunset at all for my wedding. So like,
what does that mean?
In Seattle, the sun sets at like 4:00. So I didn't want to like time photos around when it's like the sun happening, which is what we do with our summer weddings here in Seattle. Yeah. So it's going to be like pitch black at like 5 p.m. or something like that. So, but a lot of candlelight,
lots of
night vibes, flash photography.
January.
Yeah. Going for more of like an editorial luxe vibe at the Four Seasons.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. But, I'm excited. Our color palette is black and white with pops of red.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of red roses.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited. So, and Brian, you know, he's helping out with planning. He's in a sense. I asked him the other day. I was like, "Do you want to see what the flowers look like?" He goes, "No, just surprise me."
Oh.
And so it's been but he's very big on like the food planning. So Four Seasons has been great. It's a black tie type of candlelight dinner type of vibe. So, and a lot of surprises, I think, just throughout the whole night. So it'll be good.
I can just imagine.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm like, can we talk about some ideas? But I'm like, no, we're getting too close. You have to stop the Pinterest board, stop the ideas. Like, it's all happening.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So. How many people are in your bridal party?
I don't think we're doing one.
Oh.
So we're not doing one. Yeah.
Just you guys.
Just us. I will say we're doing a ceremony and a round. So
Ooh, I call it love circle.
Yeah.
love circle. It's just us, the officiant, and everyone just kind of circle around us. So the room is very square ratio, so I think it'll look really, really cool.
Okay, so how many people?
120, 130 guests.
Oh, that's
so.
intimate.
And I saw you went dress shopping.
Went dress shopping. Shout out to the Wedding Bell in Tacoma, my hometown. They took very good care of me. I'm excited for the dress.
Yeah.
I tried on like 5, and I just kind of knew like the last one was like it. But my stylist actually recommended. I came in with like a mermaid design, all these things, and I don't know. The one I thought I wanted just wasn't the one. And then she was like, "I know which one you want," and she brought out this beautiful like ball gown, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like, how do you? I don't even know you." And you like paired me so well. So,
Isn't it fun when you go and you have like what you think you're gonna have, and then it's completely different by the end? So you had a stylist.
Yeah. So I showed her my mood board, being the wedding planner.
And again, like, how did you decide like I need a stylist?
Yeah, so she it started at the Wedding Bell, which is great. And so the owner is a good friend of mine, known him and his wife for a long time. And yeah, I showed him the mood board of kind of what I wanted to do. And her name's Maddie over there. And then like my hair as well. So she paired me with like everything I needed, from the wedding dress to even recommendation on jewelry. She even styled my mom. I went on Mother's Day.
Aww.
Yeah, I brought my mom, and she
must
styled
love
my
that.
mom as well for her Mother of the Bride gown.
So who's your designer?
Colby, I forgot his last name.
Colby John.
Yeah, Colby John. So
He's from Minnesota.
is he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Thinks you I can make an introduction.
So tell him my cake is several tiers, and it's almost a replica of the dress I chose.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he will eat this up.
Yeah.
He will eat this up. I will
I
make
did
an
not know it's
introduction.
in Minnesota.
Yeah,
I'll text you photos after. But yeah, it's I can't say the one thing about the cake because you'll know exactly the dress.
Yeah.
But
That's
is
fine, so keep
all
some things for
inspired.
later.
Yeah, and the dress should have its moment, and with you in it.
Yeah.
The
You and the dress.
The cake is fully inspired by the dress, which is like crazy.
So that's what I always say. The dress kind of helps sets the theme of your wedding day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God, I did not know it's in Minnesota.
And the cake becomes like a centerpiece, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So is there any more hints? Like, how's it been like working with pros? Like, I bet that's been really fun and interesting, just being on the bride side of things.
It's good. It's I have like my whole design and timeline done like 8 months early, so just because the decisions are easy. No, it's fun, but we're also like in Seattle. Summer's our busy season, right? Just because of our weather. So I think a lot of it's like, I know who I'm working with, who's been with me also throughout the last 8 years. But we're going to finalize everything after wedding season.
Yeah.
Which I totally respect. Like, our wedding season's dying down now, going into, the next month. And then it's like, we're working together, but let's finalize everything after we're done with ours. So like, it totally makes sense. Yeah.
And easier for you guys.
Yeah.
What is like one thing in your mind that you're looking forward to your wedding day? Like you're like, that's going to be my favorite moment.
Our first look, because it's down the aisle.
Oh, you're waiting.
Yeah, waiting. Brian, he's super excited for that too. So I already know he's gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. So, but we wanted to do a lot of like timeless elements, and stuff like
Traditional.
Very traditional.
Yeah.
Like we design very modern, but like I think the heart of it's very like traditional and timeless that we want. So some of those things.
Okay, so then we gotta talk about your photos. What are you gonna do when you're like during your photos after the ceremony? How are you gonna entertain your guests? Or you can't tell us.
I can tell you.
Okay.
So I know, because the photos are so tough, right? Because then you can't really do your family photos when you have the first look down the aisle. You lose like an hour and a half, right? As a photographer, all the things, but. We do plan to have like a step and repeat section that we'll utilize, because I really want it to be just like our other Gian weddings and events, where it's very guest forward and like experiential. So like it should be like an experience the second you walk through the Four Seasons doors and go up that beautiful staircase. So yeah, a lot of surprises. We will have live music in like every section of the wedding, which is going to be good. We're big fans of like 2000s R&B, so
Who isn't?
yeah. So that's
I sent that out in my team email today. Ghetto superstar.
So we want that. It's going to be just like a lot of fun. So we plan to have a glam bot, like the one at the at the
That
gala.
was such a hit.
Because I think that's like a new trend coming to Seattle too, right?
Yeah.
That we don't really use as much. I definitely want that on the wedding, just because we have like a very, not strict, but particular dress code for our guests.
Oh, do you have a dress code for your guests?
Yeah, so it's black or red, like color block. We'll word it differently on the invitation.
No patterns.
Yeah.
That is going to be so hot.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a couple of dress changes?
I want to. So I do want to have a reception dress. I haven't found one yet, but that's on my list.
In the works.
Yeah, in the next 2 months.
You just kind of have that energy of a second dress. I'm like,
yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah. So the probably the second part we're looking forward to is the party part. So Joshua Fields, he's our DJ, of course. So he's just gonna, it's just gonna be a big party. I'm hoping like lasers and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, we're calling it, so Brian's last name is Teodoro.
Okay.
We're calling it Club Teodoro at the end of the night. So just a big party to celebrate. Yeah.
Okay. I know this is like, how do I get invited to this wedding? I'll live through the photos and the video. It's fine.
You're already thinking about what dress to wear.
Oh, I got a full closet. We all know that. Okay, so let's talk about like your real couples. What is like Reneille's experience like with them? Like how from start to finish, like what's the Gian experience?
Yeah.
The Gian experience.
Yeah.
I will say our team kind of at its heart has like a let's get it done but have fun attitude. So anyone on the team, like even to be part of the team, like that has to be your mindset going to
It was kind of like what we read, girls just want to have fun in the way.
Yeah.
Planning your wedding day with you.
Exactly. Like we want them to feel like a part of like the Gian brand, right? And we're cheering them on at the same time. But from a planning side, our team is great. So we have it broken up into just different segments because we want everyone on the team to feel like they own a part of the wedding. So you have like your planner and your coordinator, kind of team managing all that stuff, the logistics, the budget, finding the venue. And then you have a creative director assigned to your wedding. And so she just does your design. She's doing your color palette. We're meeting at the warehouse to pick out your rentals, and your floral. And so you have, 2 or 3 gals on the team really just dedicated to parts of your wedding. And so, as a bride, they get the whole experience, right? Like they know that someone's dedicated for their design that's really connecting with them, and then someone else is managing, the load in at the loading dock, that type of stuff. And so, but the team works really well together. And then on the day of, and you kind of experienced this at the gala, we have a gal who's assigned as your bridal concierge. Yeah. So start to finish, we call them that they're on bridal duty, but they work with the photographer for their first look, and then make sure like Sonja, if you were our bride, if you want a glass of wine, if you're looking for your flip-flops, if you're looking for your mom, whatever it might be, you have your bridal concierge with you from start to finish. And so we do that introduction for the bride and groom so they know
this is your point person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're with you the whole day.
Exactly.
And it's like
10, 12 hours. So it's good to have someone with you. And we don't advertise that service or anything. It just comes with, any of our wedding experiences. So.
That is genius.
Yeah, it's really smart.
It's almost guaranteed really good personal attendant, right?
Yeah.
It's but a professional.
Yeah, exactly.
That's such a good way to call it too. It's so sexy, so pretty. So who's yours?
I don't know yet.
You might need 2.
Oh my God, maybe Brian does. I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, I think the whole team's coming to our wedding just to party and be a part of it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
So what's on a wedding day? What's your biggest reward after planning a wedding with your couple?
After the wedding?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's after the ceremony when we do a room reveal. So that's really big. So Vanessa on my team, she's our creative director. We just posted one not too long ago on Instagram, but we walk in with the bride and groom and we reveal their reception for the first time. And they, sometimes they cry, sometimes they're just screaming, but just because so many months of planning and design go into that. But that moment is probably the most rewarding part. We nailed it, right? This is what they wanted to see is the room just totally designed to the way that we planned months around.
Right.
So that's probably the big part, I'd say, kind of during
too.
during the wedding, after the ceremony. So,
So what do you think's coming for next year and 2026, 2027?
Oh my gosh, for Gian or Seattle or just
for weddings?
Both?
Trends?
I so much. I think that experiential designs are going to be a big thing in Seattle. So So
I do too.
Yeah, I think it's, or just in the industry in general. I see it's making its way from like other markets as well, like whether it's LA or Miami, and you know, that experience of like seeing something either being served to you or something that's being personalized for you, you know, like calligraphy, like live engraving. I think the culinary scene is going to see a big shift in trends
I think
next
so
year.
too. I think catering's going to be making some moves.
Yeah.
Like there's your preset menus, and then there's caterers who curate an experience for you, right? Where whether it's being served, synchronized serving, I think that's going to be big in Seattle next year. So
I think it's just overall just people want to be entertained, right? And they just don't want to have a boring wedding.
Yeah.
And it, from, like you said, the calligraphy to the menu, they just want to have something like what's around corner number 1 and what's behind corner number 2.
Yeah, and surprises. I think like we did an event where a sax player just comes out, you know, out of nowhere and just starts going.
I'm in love with that right now.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere, no introduction, it just goes, and everyone's phones gets out, you know, come out and start
it's
recording.
a surprise,
Actually, so we experienced in Nebraska, and I just heard it at another event. But in Nebraska, to help a transition piece from the awards to the band, they had a drum line come in.
Nice.
And marched in right in front of the whole audience, and then everybody followed them, so there wasn't that awkward silence, and there was this energy still going to get them to the dance floor.
Right.
It was just a good transition piece. I was in Arizona at a WIPA event. One of the speakers they hired a New Orleans band, and they needed to go from one venue to literally down the street to the venue. And they had a New Orleans like band.
Marching band.
Yeah, it was, I'm like, okay, I think this is a thing that's coming just to help that awkward silence from the ceremony to the venue and just keeping that
really seamless.
which I'm
Keeping
excited.
the energy going.
Which you're doing too with live music
Or
for your
trying.
wedding.
Yeah.
No, it's good. I mean, there's a bunch of like wedding after parties we've done where a burlesque dancer pops up out of nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We had another event 2 years ago. It was another like Gian anniversary where we had a almost naked lady on the counter, and she had
And
sushi.
And they were watching Sex in the City.
Yes. Well, it was for our 6-year anniversary, so the theme was Six in the City. So people were, you know, we had sushi, of course, that wasn't on the body, but then people, literally get their chopsticks and like eat off her body.
Yeah.
No way.
But you know, it's all about that memorable experience I think, for the guests, or if it's something that, and that's our style too.
Moment.
Yeah, is always like, even when we design, it's all about like what has Seattle not seen.
Yeah.
And that's definitely like our priority when it comes to like designing for our clients for the Gian experience. But like what's new, and like not really what will go viral or trend, but like just what's something fresh that Seattle hasn't seen before.
Yeah. So I heard you have some Swifties on the team.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's blowing up. Like once that ring came,
my
was that
gosh.
last week? I think I go, P.S. Taylor Swift got engaged last week.
I mean, it was, my phone was like off the hook. My girls and their friends and like everyone was freaking out about this engagement.
Freaking out. So, and I know this will air probably in a couple of weeks, but like, what are you thinking that she's gonna do for a wedding day? Like, what's your vibe, or what's your team voting for?
Oh my goodness! So I've followed their relationship for a while. So her and
so you're
Kelsey,
a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie. Oh my gosh, Princess on our team is probably the biggest Swiftie. But yeah, my phone is blowing up too when the engagement was announced. But like the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce effect, right? Just in the industry, media is insane. Yeah. So I think in the wedding industry, we're going to see a couple different trends. But from what we saw with the engagement, I think vintage is coming back. Yeah. I think vintage is coming back. That's her style. I don't know if you guys saw like all the press around her ring.
Yeah.
So vintage cut. It's all over like People magazine too. But I think there's going to be a moment where vintage, like luxurious vintage, comes back. You know, into the design and the aesthetics, because...
Are you thinking like a little, like, I'm going to say the right show, Burlington? Not
Bridgerton.
Burlington. Bridgerton.
I think a little bit, yeah. And
interesting.
So, I think like the rustic or the rust gold will come back, you know, quite a bit too with her style. But you know, it wasn't much of like a modern engagement, right? It was very classic, but a little bit of vintage with the ring. So,
well, even I feel like the colors were sort of like that vintage
so unique.
vibe.
Yeah, so I think that will come back. But the floral, I think, will have the biggest effect because the engagement had, I think this is a big trend for next year also, but just immersive floral, where it's surrounding you,
which we had in our Oregon wedding day style shoot. Just, I think it's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, sort of similar to like when Meghan and Harry got married, right? And they came out and there was that huge floral installation.
Yes.
Oh, that was what, 6-7 years ago, something like that now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
this feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think meadows are going to be a big thing. Floral meadows coming out of it. But if you're
I bet she's going to do a tent wedding.
Oh, you think so?
I see that.
Yep. I bet she's going to do a tent wedding in the middle of nowhere. So press can't get there.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be flown in or something. Maybe a hanger. I wonder who's going to be the lucky winner.
Yeah.
But
I think all her floral will be from the ground up too.
Yeah.
I think that's her style. Vintage, more of like a luxury, whimsical garden, if you will.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
okay, so you have a team, right? And what is your role with your team to help make your wedding seamless? Like, I'm assuming you're not always on the day of the event. So like, what's your role to make sure everything is curated perfectly?
For me, I want to say I'm their biggest cheerleader and a servant leader, right? So every client that approaches Gian, I'll always do the first consultation. Like, I'll know who's coming to the brand, who we work with. And you're right, like I may not be like at every single wedding, but my role is to make sure like they're set up for success. Like they're feeling good, whether they need extra coffee in the morning, spend late nights looking at their timelines. But my role is like to cheer them on, and just make sure that nothing is standing in their way, right? And they also feel comfortable with like any escalations. But for my team, I adore all the girls. Like they've been with me for years. But yeah, the second they feel like something's standing in their way, like I need to step up and be like, hey, let me take down this obstacle.
Right.
Because if there's something in their way, then it's in the bride's way.
Right.
And so if they're in a good mood, then our bride's in a good mood. And same with our vendors. If our vendors aren't, like something's wrong with our vendors, then the wedding is not going to go smooth. So it's like being their bodyguard almost, leading up to the day of and making sure they're feeling like 150%. I'm even asking them what songs they're listening to, like on the way to the wedding day.
Yeah.
I'm about that pump up song.
Yeah, like volume 50, like it just needs to be up, and so
sunroof open.
Yeah, exactly. So if they're feeling
tone.
good, then I'm feeling good about the wedding. So
Well, they adore you. You can definitely tell your team does too, and they're proud to like be like
part of your team. Yeah.
Part of your team, and that you're their leader. You can definitely see that.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're so great. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on today.
Yes, thank you guys. It's so much fun.
And it's been so fun to hear your wedding story and sharing that with everybody. Because we don't get to hear like a real life story of wedding planning. So this was a treat for us, and especially coming from a wedding pro.
Yeah,
thank
so much
you.
fun.
And a
Thanks for
respectful
sharing.
wedding pro.
Thank you. It's usually the other way around. I feel like brides get like, they have their wedding and then they turn in, then they want to be a wedding planner. And I feel like it's just, you've been a wedding planner 8 years and now I'm getting married.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just remember to pinch yourself because it's your turn.
I know. I still like getting in that mode. So.
You got to get in that mode.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks everybody for tuning into Wedding Day Podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.